tijd en even nu weer tegenkomen.
Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of death. Amen. Gentle woman, quiet light, morning star, so strong and bright, gentle mother, peaceful dawn, teach us wisdom, teach us love. You were chosen by the Father, you were chosen for the Son, you were chosen from all women, and for woman, shining one, gentle woman, quiet light, morning star, so strong and bright, gentle mother, peaceful dawn, teach us wisdom, teach us love. Blessed are you among women, blessed in turn all women too. Blessed they with peaceful spirit, blessed they with gentle heart, gentle woman, quiet light, morning star, so strong and bright, gentle mother, peaceful dawn, teach us wisdom, teach us love, teach us wisdom, teach us love.
can begin. So we are in the Cathedral of Auch. It's Saint Mary of Auch. Before this cathedral, there was another Romanesque cathedral built during the 11th, 12th century by the Archbishop Ostend, but this old cathedral was damaged. So in 1489, the Archbishop François de Savoie built this cathedral. So it's a Gothic cathedral, but 200 were needed to build all the cathedral. It's the last Gothic cathedral built in France. This cathedral was classified by UNESCO like a World Heritage Site, see? Thanks to the way of Santiago de Compostela, because it's an important place of the pilgrimage here. This cathedral is Gothic, but not the front. We will see the front after. Okay. So this cathedral is Gothic. I am going to show you the plan of the cathedral. Okay. It's typical of the Gothic style. You have a central nave. Here we are on the central nave, and two heights on each side, two corridors to walk. And there are also chapels all around the cathedral. There are chapels, 21 chapels. Then we have the choir, the most important place of the cathedral, the choir, with a closed choir, with stalls. We will see a stall after. And the ambulatory. The ambulatory, very important because it serves to see all the chapel without disturbing canons who prayed inside the closed choir here. Okay. So this plane is really typical of the Gothic style. Like the construction, you can observe the construction. We have big arches with a Gothic arch, okay. Sharp, it's sharp for the Gothic, and big pillars which support also the vaults. The vaults which supported by these big pillars. And above the big arches you have a gallery. It's a triforium. It's typical of the Gothic style, the triforium around the church. And then high windows, Gothic too, like the vault, the cross vault. It's really all the church is typical of the Gothic style. This church is in stone, but not the vault. The vault, you can see it's a brick built, but then it was painted to imitate the stone. It's brick built because brick is later. Okay? There is less risk of collapsing. In this cathedral, we have important masterpiece, work of art, like the organs. Okay? You can see here we have two organs. Okay? One. This is dates back to the 19th century. It's a Cavalier Cole. He's an important master. He realized, for example, another organ in Saint-Cernin de Toulouse, Notre-Dame de Paris, as a Cavalier Cole, little like this. The style is neo-Gothic style. Like the hotel. The hotel is neo-Gothic too, the 19th century. The stone and the cathedral. The cathedral is big chair for the Archbishop against the big pillar here. Just the statue of Virgin Mary with a child is date back to the 17th century, and it's a wooden polychrome, this little statue. And here we have another organ. I change. You can turn. Just turn. Monumental organ. It dates back to the 17th century, and you have an architecture with wood. It's oak. 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 Thank you. Oak. With many decoration. It's a local craftsman who realized this architecture with many decoration. You have, for example, in the turret, central turret, you have the Virgin, the statue of Mary in the center, and around her it's musician angels. So it's an important organ for his ornamentation, but also for his sonority. The tone is important because we have more of 3,000 pipes in this organ and 4 keyboards, very important. And the designer of this organ is Jean de Joyeuse. He was very important in this period during the 17th century because he worked too in Paris, Toulouse, Carcassonne, Lyon, many cities in France. And here it's the work of his maturity, his most important works. If you have a question, the two organ works. There are concerts, and for the mass too, the two. You can take in front of stained glass windows, Renaissance stained glass windows. And all the stained glass windows all around the choir are in the Renaissance style. This stained glass windows was realized between 1507 and 1513 by a grandmaster glassworker, Arnaud de Molle. So very important. Here is his most important creation. Among these stained glass windows, there are 3 stained glass windows, main stained glass windows, with the Bible story, like this one. It's the original thing here. In the center is a crucifixion, and the last is the resurrection. And then the others, stained glass windows, present Bible characters in big size, apostles, prophets, patriarchs, and civils too. Here you have the original thing, and you can see Adam and Eve, yes, around the tree with the snake. Yes, he gives the apple to Eve. You can see a little hand with a little apple, yellow apple. Yeah. And Eve take apple, and on the other side, Adam, two old, yes, his apple is a red apple, and he holds his neck because he hates the apple. Also, we have other scene. At the top, you have the goat in the center. Under goat, there are 3 little scenes, little square. The first, at the left, It's like circles, several circles with different colors. It's the creation of the world because there are 6 circles represents the 6 days of the creation, and then the story continues. You have in the center the creation. It's the creation of Adam with clay. God creates Adam with the clay. And the last, after Adam, it's Eve. Created with a rib of Adam. Yes. And then you have the sin. And after the sin, if you see in the lower part, to the left, you have Adam and Eve just chased out of the paradise, yes, by the angel. And in the center, they are on the earth, and Adam walk the ground, and Eve take care of children. And the last scene, the first murder is the sons of Adam and Eve, and it's Cain, who killed Abel. Yeah. All the story is explained on this episode of Jesus' life. For example, Eritrea, old branch, and because it announced the Annunciation. And if you see the little scene above, under the Sibyl, there are the Annunciation. It's Mary with the Archangel Gabriel. Every scene under the character has a link with the character above. For example, Saint Peter Saint Peter was a fisherman, and here is near the river with his boat, with Jesus. The architecture is very important also in all the stained glass windows, yes, because it's the beginning of the Renaissance, and people wanting more realism. See? For example, the death is represented behind the character. You can see the architecture in death. It is new at the beginning of the Renaissance. Just for the camera, the second is Melchizedek, and the apostle Saint Peter, Paulus, and the Sibyl of Samos. The Sibyl of Samos old cradle, because she announced the nativity of Jesus. You can see under the Sibyl there is the nativity with Jesus, Joseph, Mary, and the animals. Now, you can sit down if you want. Okay. Be careful at the step.
Daar verderop hoor. Dat zal goed wezen. Ik ga me niet mee bemoeien. Maar vooral voor
Okay. Here we are in the choir, closed choir, with in front of you the alto, and altopiece. Behind the alto, you have an altopiece. It dates back to the 17th century. It's Baroque style, with many stone and marble, different color of marble. It's typical of the Baroque style. And here you have the stalks in oak. Wood. Egg. And it's the Renaissance period. The Renaissance period. It was realized between 1519 and 1552. And here is the most sacred place of the cathedral, where canons came to pray here. There were 20 canons, but there are 113 stalls. And because others religious came here to pray, and important people also of the city came pray is here. It's a place of prestigious, so there are many decoration and Gothic too, decoration. You can observe the top. We have Gothic arch with pinnacle in chalk, many foliages, character. There are more of most of 1,000 and 1,500 character, 1,050 of all the stores. And to pray, you have a chair. It's chair because it's a real chair to sit down. And then to pray stand, you have the possibility to rest on this element. Pray rest on this element. Yes, it's like that, this element. The name is Miséricorde. Miséricorde. And all the part are decorations. In the low part are profound and anecdotic story, okay, with mythology, scene, angels, little children, animals, fantastic animals on the low part. And on the high part, you have, like in the stained glass windows, big character of the Bible all around. There are apostles, cities, patriarchs, saints, virtue, all character. With an alternance between women and men. You have a man, a woman, and then a woman. And the main characters are at the bottom. If you want, you can to finish on this place. You can see the main characters. Virgin Mary with a child, because the cathedral is dedicated to Mary, the Virgin Mary. Then on the left, you have Saint Jerome, the lion, and Saint Augustinian, because the canons follow the rule of Augustinian, Saint Augustine. And the first star, you can observe Adam and Eve, like in the stainless windows. Yeah? With the snake, give the apple to him, apple, and Adam hold his snake. Okay, the same thing. And this story is important, the first, because it was a store for the count. Here in the city, there was a count of Armagnac, and this place is here. Okay? And here is for the archbishop, the big with big architecture for the archbishop's place. With the character for the archbishop is St. Peter and St. Paul.
Ja.
Nou, kijk even over het randje voor de trap. Voor ik me kijken. Oh ja, mooi uitzicht.
Oh ja, wat een mooi uitzicht.
Nee, dat zou het nou.
Moeten we al die trap af naar beneden?
Nou, gaan we dan. Naar beneden. Ik ben blij met beneden. En dan woon jij naar beneden. En dan weer omhoog.
En dan weer omhoog. Ik heb 22 gedaan. Dan zijn het er 700. Naar beneden.
En dan weer omhoog.
Beneden is het toilet. Ja.
Oh, beneden is de wc. Maar je moet...
Oh, nee. Dan kunnen we op een andere staan.
But not here on the hill, but on the plain. Oh yes, the low part, yes, of the city. On the other side of the river. This is a river, the Gers. The name of the river is the Gers, like the region.
Ja, bij ons de man.
Same name, the Gers.
IJsselmeer, hè?
And this antique city called Augusta Auscorum, the name of the antique city, Augusta Auscorum. But at the end of the antiquity, there are barbaric invasions, and the inhabitants came to take refuge here on the hill to protect themselves, and created a fortification around the city. During the Middle Ages, the city knew an important development, important evolution, because it became archdiocese during the 9th century. The city became archdiocese with an archbishop and canons. So during the Middle Ages, there were several districts which depended different powers, like the archbishop, and around the cathedral there was a religious district. Okay? There was also the district of the count with the castle, but there are no vestiges of the castle. Okay. The commercial business district was important also during the Middle Ages. Yes, it was in this direction. But the golden age of the city, it's the 18th century, thanks to the intendant Détigny. He was sent by the king to rule the region, and he chose Auch like capital, and he realized many things for the city, places, markets, and important monuments like the town hall. So the town hall of the city date back to the 18th century. It was realized by the intendant Dettini. It's very important for the city. At the beginning of the 18th century, there were 5,000 inhabitants in the city, and at the end of the 18th century, there were 10,000 inhabitants, thanks to the works realized by the intendant Dettini. It's very important. To finish with the story, during the 19th century, there were also many works, important works in the city, like the creation of the monumental staircase is here, to realize the link between the high city and the low city. This space is also important near the cathedral because it was the canonical place in the past. Canons lived here with like a monastery with a refectory, dormitory, cloister. But all these monuments were destroyed during the 19th century because they were damaged, and the Archbishop Salinis decided to destroy all these monuments to create a place with trees. This tree, in English, I think it's oakberry. This sort of tree. Oakberry, I think. In French, is micocoulier. In French, micocoulier.
You know, this is an oakberry tree.
It's with a little balls. Yes.
We don't know.
We preserve, nevertheless, we preserve one important monument of the antique canonical district, the Tower of Armagnac, here. It was a law court for the justice, okay, for the justice, and the tower served as prison. Prison? Yes, with 7 cells. And the monument dates back to the 14th century, very old, during the Middle Ages. Very old monuments. For the staircase, it's very important to hear. This staircase was realized between 1860 and 1863. By the prefect Fair to realize a link between the high city and the low city, because before the staircase here there were only little street, very little narrow and sloping, steep street, very little street, and to have a big access for the city. The style is neoclassic style with a big and double flight, simple too, big terraces and fountains, balustrade in stone. The stone is here is limestone, but it's very fragile limestone. Yes, fragile. So there are many restorations in the city because the limestone is fragile. We have 2 work of art, contemporary work of art in the staircase. You have here, you can see. Art, description. You see this description. It's work of art realized in 1992, quite recent, by a Catalan artist, Jaume Plensa, to commemorate an important thing, the city of Lourdes. Because in 1977 there was a big flood in the city. I have a photo.
De water.
The water. Yes. You see? You can see this church. Is the church just here, the little church with the oculus.
When did that happen?
What?
When did this flood happen?
In 1977.
Nee, dat gaat niet.
I have two. There's the shop. Just the roof above the water. Very, very big flood. Very important. And there are many people die during this.
Something else.
What?
Ja, omhoog moet je.
Here it's old door of the city. Date back to the 14th century, during the Middle Ages. It's old door. It was a door inside the city. Okay. It's a secondary door, not a main door. Secondary door. Because there are fortification more important all around the city, just to separate two districts. Okay, the religious district here, and on the other side another district, Saint Peter district, and the door. And at the top you have a little house. It was a house of the guard to watch the people who pass through the door. Yeah. The house of the guard to watch. Yes. Just after the steps here, there is a little street of the Middle Ages. If you want, you can see this little just after the step, and then we go to the top. We take this
Of the Middle Ages in here. This direction.
Towards the river for the water. For the water, people built this street to go to the river. You see what okay.
Okay, understand. We finish.
Here we finish just because this house is very important in the city, because it's the most oldest house in the center of the city, and it dates back to the end of the 15th century, during the Middle Ages, at the end of the Middle Ages. It's a house realized by a storekeeper. Okay. Yes, so to work and to live. The ground floor in stone was to work for a shop, and the floors was to live with big rooms, different rooms. Okay. And the architecture is very interesting, because we have the ground floor in stone, and then it's half timbered house with inside the pieces of wood there are bricks. Okay, it's bricks, and there are difference between the floors. in the position of the wood, of the pieces of wood. You can see on the first floor it's a little cross. On the second floor it's big cross, and the last is oblique, like ears, ears. Yes. There are a difference. It's a beautiful, very beautiful house. The oldest of the center. And the street is the commercial, the business street of the city since the Middle Ages. This little street. Okay, we have realized the round of the whole city. If you have questions, and the end of the visits.
How much damage was done during that flood? Damage. How much damage during that flood? 1977. The water.
In 1977, yes.
And how much damage?
Many damage. A lot.
Millions.
No have the number. No official. Yes. No, it's difficult to.